I've got the need for Top Gun Maverick hot takes. I wonder what Letterboxd users are complaining about today. Oh no, this wasn't for me. Surprisingly, not every film is for everybody. Can't believe I sat through 2 hours of pro-American military propaganda. So what, you just regularly don't watch any American film? Have you never seen a Michael Bay film? I find that suspicious. Wow, so many tough guys. Considering the star rating, I must assume that this is a sarcastic comment. But don't forget, Top Gun Maverick is the sequel to the film where the quote-unquote tough guys got out their frustrations by getting all oiled up and playing beach volleyball with each other. So, what do you expect? Absolute shit. Tom Cruise is a terrible actor. Only watched for Miles Teller. Heart eye emoji. I don't think the film was absolute shit. I don't think Tom Cruise is a terrible actor, but I do think that Miles Teller is more attractive. So I don't know what to do with this review. If it weren't for TJ being sexier than Tom Cruise, I would never have subscribed to Cinemateq. Who keeps leaving these here? Half a star for Miles Teller's mustache. Okay, but was the movie so good and then Miles Teller's mustache ruined it for you? Or was the film so bad and the mustache was the only thing that saved it? These are the details that I need. Top Gun 2, but only one volleyball scene. There are literally no volleyball scenes. This is truly the year of watching sequels without having watched the originals and not knowing what the hell is going on most of the time. This is an interesting criticism because the only thing that happened in Top Gun that matters for the sequel is Goose dying. And you know what they show you in Top Gun Maverick? Goose dying. So like, what more did you need to help you understand Top Gun Maverick? Could barely get through the start of the film and left during it. If you can't finish the film, you shouldn't fucking review it. Literally every romance, action, and comedy trope recycled into a weird Tom Cruise blend. What's even weirder is that most of those cliches came from previous Tom Cruise movies. Fuck you, Tom Cruise. I mean, I get it. Tom Cruise is not the most well-liked by a lot of people, but like, give me a little bit more. Why fuck Tom Cruise? My favorite part was when Tom Cruise sucked off all of his buddies. You probably were not watching Top Gun Maverick, but instead the porn parody Top Gun Mav Dick. Yeah, let's bomb! What a monstrous piece of military propaganda. And honestly, we do need to question any film that tries to tell us that the American military is not the biggest and best military.
But you can be sure we no longer possess the technological advantage.
Bullshit. This movie is dumb and so is the original. Well, considering I have the original in my Letterboxd top 4, you can go fuck yourself. Who the fuck cares this much about planes, nerd? Go pick up a football, loser. So this person obviously didn't watch the film because they obviously play football in it. I hate Tom Cruise. You also hate originality. There is no plot, this is just US military propaganda. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can both have a plot and be military propaganda at the same time. So we're just ignoring this is pure military propaganda? Cool, cool, cool. I don't think that anyone is ignoring that this is military propaganda. I don't think you can. But I think what people are ignoring are these slight fashy undertones of the film. I fucking hate Tom Cruise. Man, we are getting a lot of these today. Despite all callbacks to the original, this one didn't have the silly 80s charm, innocent ignorance that made it what it was. And this, in my opinion, is true. I've seen the original Top Gun thousands of times, and there is a particular charm that is entrenched in the 80s-ness of it. Top Gun Maverick didn't have that same charm, which is probably more of an indication of how America has changed over the last 40 years or so, as opposed to it being an indictment of the film itself. Watched the second time, and I hated it even more than the first. I had the opposite reaction, but you know what? I'm still gonna give you points for giving it a second chance. Practically a word-for-word copy of the plot of Star Wars. And yeah, this criticism of Top Gun Maverick gets thrown around a lot, and it's not completely unwarranted. But if we're going to be knocking down films to a half star just because they use plot elements from a previous film, then we kind of have to give all films half stars. I guess it's they succeeded at their mission, but as far as I'm aware, the enemy could have been Argentinians. We also don't know who the bad guys were in the first Top Gun, but that didn't make the film any less effective, so I'm not going to knock Top Gun Maverick for doing the exact same thing. Fascism go brrr. Yeah. Thumbs up emoji. What the fuck is this? Boring to someone whom the original has no significance, I can see why a fast plane would be cool to a boomer. As a millennial, fast planes are still really cool. They go fast. I haven't watched it, but I don't like Tom Cruise. Man, it took us a long time to get into this video to find someone who hadn't seen the film and just hate reviewed it instead. Worst movie I've ever seen. It's game time. Well, this person has logged virtually no films, but I guess since you have 30 minutes or less here, I'll just say that Top Gun Maverick is better than that. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Dialogue written by a 12-year-old. Verifiably incorrect. A military Hallmark movie. Ah yes, because Hallmark movies are well known for having budgets of $170 million. Fuck Tom Cruise, why does he still have a career? It probably has something to do with all of the money that his movies make. They are all Americans. And the no shit Sherlock Award goes to Disappointed in the Who. I bet that you will get fooled again. This film could only be made in America. What a load of utter shite. Imagine thinking that America is the only country capable of producing military propaganda. The wife of the leader of the Church of Scientology, Shelley Miscavige, has not been seen in public since 2007. Review provided without comment. Me no care about silly plane movie with man from Scientology. But could you at least give a shit about your grammar? Haven't seen this, but wanted to bring the average score down and be a voice of reason. Heart emoji. How can you possibly be the voice of reason when you haven't seen the film, you dumb idiot? Not enough homoeroticism. This is honestly one of my chief criticisms of Top Gun Maverick. It needed to be more gay. What a gigantic piece of shit. I fucking hated this. I felt more depressed after finishing this than I did after finishing Irreversible. Wow. Those were some pretty salty reviews, but were they as salty as the reviews for Everything Everywhere All at Once? You better click on that video right there to find out. I'm Tom Cruise.